doing, folks? My name's Jesse. Vlog entry number 26, May 11th. What have I been working on? Well, as you can see from the video clips that I've interspersed, I've been working on this idea that I picked up from a cool channel. His name I can't immediately remember, but I'll post it under here. They do a lot of shorts, like jazz theory related shorts. And they did this suggestion, if you were jamming over like a minor vamp, like a single vamp, to incorporate some other triads in. So like, you know, I came up... It's jazzy, isn't it? So that's a D minor vamp, and I got some different D minor chord. I got some different minor chords going. Or it's a D minor vamp, and I've got some extensions going on over top of it. And what they suggested was, say you got your D minor triads. And there's some other ones there, right? So what they suggested was incorporating C major triads in as well. Now that makes sense because there's D minor triads in C major. So it creates some interesting things. So like you like... And that's just on the 3 minor strings there. I can do the same thing here. Let's see. Right? And then same thing here. Don't know them as well as I thought. See, there's C major, D minor. So C, E, and G, so some variation. So there's... There we go. Right. There we go. That's right. I know this. Anyway, still working on it. And so it's interesting trying to see how the triads match up. And it's a pretty cool exercise, and it keeps me from playing the same old stuff. You know, it's nice to mix it in with blues licks, you know, so... So one of the things I can do is I can approach the C from its 5, which would be G major. So if I throw G major triads in as well, that kind of creates some interesting tension. So I'm going to keep working on that. Now, what am I working on with? Well, a Teisco, I think it's an ET-200. Anything you want to know about Teisco, look up Michael Wright's Guitar Stories, a most comprehensive view on that, and more than I could ever hope to do. But, and the thing is, when I got this, it was a basket case. It had a handmade pickguard. It had no switches. It had the original pickups. The bridge, there's a plastic insert here. The bridge was broken. The pots weren't original. I don't remember if it had tuners or not, to be honest with you. And a cracked neck back here on the back, which the seller didn't tell me about. But I wanted to get it because this is the third one I've had. I had two others that I got. Like the first one I got back in the early 2000s. I'm an English teacher by trade, but at the school I was at, they asked me if I'd be interested in teaching guitar one year. Because it turns out the former band director got busted for embezzling money on the school credit card. Oops. And the new band director needed some time to get up to speed on guitar. Guitar is not normally their go-to instrument. So I did it and I loved it. And this one kid brings me in this guitar and is like, "Can I sell this to you?" And it was just completely stripped of all the finish everywhere, and just it looked like, I was like, "Yeah, sure," So I set it up for slide, and it was a great slide guitar. I think about my love for Dave Lindley and Ry Cooder. And I don't know if every guitar player feels this way, but if you've ever loved either one of those players, you wanted to go down that rabbit hole. And Ry Cooder loved Gaiatone pickups because he said he didn't want to be an electric guitar player. He wanted to be an acoustic guitar player, and he thought that those pickups were the closest to an acoustic guitar sound. And then, of course, Dave Lindley gave him the gold foil that was in his Cooder caster forever. And so now Cooder casters all have the gold foil pickups in it and stuff like that. And there have been a million different makes of Japanese guitar pickups, right? This one is my favorite. I've looked in them, and it's a little paper packet with a magnet and wire in it, and that's it. Forget about being potted. It's not happening. And it's this really remarkably clear sound. The neck has this real heavy V in it, which I think is really cool. I wish it was a little bigger. But maybe it doesn't need to be a little bigger. I don't know. The tiniest frets you're ever going to hear or feel. Um, the weird elongated headstock. And I'm pretty sure it's mahogany with like a maple veneer on the top and on the back. I'm pretty sure that's how it's done. So what I ended up doing was I started eBay hunting, and I got a pick guard. I ended up getting the switches, and that was the one I was really worried about, because I know on these the hardest part is the switches, because they're so touchy. But I got them, and they worked fine, and they dropped in perfectly. The tuners I got as well. Only thing I couldn't get were the ferrules. So my buddy Kevin at my last job, I had one, and he catted me and 3D printed me 6 of them. He also, like, the bridge was broken, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. So I came to him and I was like, hey, is there any way? And he looked at it, and Kevin isn't a guitar player, he's not a musician, but he's got that engineering mind, right? And he was the tech teacher, and he goes, you know what I have that might work? And I said, what? He goes, we have a ton of leftover plexiglass that we got, during COVID, that we would set up everywhere, in the cafeteria, in the office, everywhere. He goes, we're not using it anymore. He goes, we were told to throw it out, but like, this is good, expensive stuff. So I have a stash of it. Let me see if I can make something for you. And I was like, you just give me the rough, get it to fit in this little groove here, and I'll do the rest. And so he did. And so I filed it just so that it just barely intonates, Better ears probably hear it being out of tune, but mine aren't that great, so I don't know if there's a truss rod in this. I haven't taken the neck off. This is one of those ones where it's got the plate and the bolts in the back, but when you unbolt it, the neck is glued in, So my guess is there probably isn't a truss rod on it. So I've got 9s on it. Only issue, for whatever reason, the cord won't stay in. Maybe I got something in the way. I think the next thing I'm going to do is take this off, because working on it's easy enough, and maybe just kind of, get a drill and just kind of drill out that spot a little bit, hopefully without drilling through it. I was thinking about getting rid of it. Like I've been purging gear, and I haven't used this in a while, but doing this little video made me go, no, I think I'll miss this when it's gone. I wouldn't get a whole lot for it if I sold it. It doesn't take up a lot of space. These things do have a sound, I mean, it's a little before my time in terms of first guitars, but, I'm sure, the boomers probably use these. I mean, that's why the market on them is what it is, right? So, anyway, I wish I could tell you what I've been thinking about, but I haven't been thinking about much, to be perfectly honest with you. Just looking forward to the end of the school year, seeing if I have to get surgery, cleaning out some gear. I got a lot of gear I need to show you. Some stuff, I mean, for the most part, a lot of the stuff that I've demoed so far has gone. And I got new stuff, better stuff that I can show you. Let me know if you've ever had one of these. Let me know what you think. My name's Jesse. I'll talk to you later.